What is up, guys? Frank the Tank here, back. Another episode of our Arizona Diamondbacks fantasy draft franchise here on MLB 16. The show 10-8 record. There's our number one star, Bryce Harper, against the Pirates star, which just happens to be Andrew McCutchen. Even though there was a fantasy draft, the Pirates drafted him anyway. Little different scenery in the background. We are playing in Forbes Field today. Decided to mix it up a little bit and throw one of those classic stadiums in it. Since this is the first year in a while that we've had them in the game, I'm really excited about it. Kevin Gausman there, 1-1 with a 4.19 ERA, taking the mound for us today. And here is the starting lineup for the Pirates: Aoki, Sweeney, McCutchen, Bohr, Gallo, d'Arnaud, John Jaso, Jay Bruce, and Asdrubal Cabrera. So definitely some guys we want to watch out for. First batter for them is going to be Nori Aoki, though, and he is going to hit this one over to third. Mikhail Franco gloves it onto Hosmer for out number 1. Really nice ballpark here in Forbes Field. I am from Pittsburgh, as most of you know, as Gausman's going to strike out Darnell Sweeney there for out number 2. You can still go down to the city and see the part of the wall where Bill Mazeroski hit his famous Game 7 home run to win the 1960 World Series for the Pirates, the only World Series to end on a walk-off home run in Game 7. Now, Joe Carter won it for the Blue Jays in the early 90s on a walk-off home run, but that was not Game 7. As Andrew McCutchen is going to crush one down the line here, and he should get to second easily for a double with 2 outs, trying to get some 2-out lightning going. But yeah, it's really cool in the city. You can go, and they still have that piece of the wall there, even though Forbes Field has been gone for a long, long time. Now, we make it back to this ball, but we cannot make the catch. That's Daniel Nava getting the start today in left field. We have Cespedes in center since Lorenzo Cain is still on the disabled list, and that kind of bites us in the butt there. That was Justin Bohr that hit the double. McCutchen came in to score, but the next batter, Joey Gallo, lines out hard to right field. So Justin Bohr with the early RBI double was going to have us 1-0 going into our bottom of the first inning. So here we go against Taijuan Walker. Real life pitches for the Mariners, but on the Buccos in the fantasy draft. 1-1 with a 5.6 ERA in 3 games. 9 strikeouts to 6 walks, so not that great of a strikeout to walk ratio. So if we could be a little patient, maybe see some good pitches. Here we have our lineup: Panic, Seager, Harper, Cespedes, Hosmer, Frazier DH, Franco at third, Perez catching, and of course Daniel Nava getting the start in left field. So 1-1 pitch here to Joe Panic. Our leadoff hitter is going to line this one for a base hit into right field. Now, just a disclaimer for this game. Not trying to make excuses. I guess I kind of am making excuses. But just watch. As we line a single there with Corey Seager, you know, we had 2 leadoff hits there, but don't get used to it, because if you watch where the ball comes out of Walker's hand when he throws the pitch, it's right in them trees with the white and stuff like that. It was so hard for me to see the ball as Harper grounds into a fielder's choice there. They get Seager at second. They're not going to get him at first for the double play. Here we have Cespedes up first and third. 1 out, and he's going to hit a sharp liner into right field. Panic is going to come around to score, and we are going to have a tie game at 1-1. But like I was saying, it was incredibly hard to see the pitches out of his hand. Like, look at that. When the pitch came up, the ball was in the white of the background, and I couldn't see anything. Half the time I was swinging, I was just guessing. So we didn't do too hot offensively for this game. As Todd Frazier's going to get a chance with 2 guys on here. He's going to hit a sharp ball to right field, but that will be put away by Aoki for out number 3, and it will be a tie game. Or that was Jay Bruce, tie game, end of the first. Let's hope Kevin Gausman can do some good work for us, because we are not going to be able to do too well offensively with that backdrop. There's really no batter's eye. But 2 outs here in the second inning, and we serve up a meatball to Jay Bruce. Bryce Harper gives up chase pretty early because that ball was gone. Jay Bruce crushes that ball for his 4th home run of the season. That's going to put the Pirates up 2-1 here. Kevin Gausman, pitching pretty well so far, but he gives up a run there. His ERA is 4.1 on the year, so that has a lot of room for improvement. Clinton Hurdle pretty happy there, but that solo blast by Bruce travels 435 feet, so he got a hold of that pretty good. So we are going to take another look at that, and we just put this one right over the heart of the plate. I think I was trying for the outside corner, and I didn't quite locate well enough because I usually pitch Bruce outside or up and in. If you really leave anything in the heart of the plate, even middle in, I mean, he's going to make you pay for it. So here we go, top 3. Didn't do anything in our half of the second, but 2 outs. Andrew McCutchen's going to hit this deep in the hole. Corey Seager makes a fantastic play to get McCutchen at first. Just a little shout out to the San Diego Studios developers who made this game. There is no universe where Andrew McCutchen has 75 speed. Andrew McCutchen is one of the fastest players in baseball. If you watch him run first to third as Corey Seager swings at an awful pitch there because I can't see anything that's coming in. But then we're going to get Justin Bohr here with that splitter on the outside part of the plate. If you watch McCutchen run first to third or second to home or first to home or something like that, he is, lightning fast. The only reason they give him a low speed rating as we strike out Joey Gallo is because he doesn't steal a lot of bases. He really never has. I hate to say even in his younger years because he's only like 29, 30, but they really don't do him justice with his speed, and I tweet them about it and stuff. Not like, I really care, it's a video game. But Panic's going to smack another single into right field there. Bruce is not going to be able to make that catch, so we're going to try to get something going here in the 5th inning. We have 4 strikeouts so far for Gausman, so he's really keeping us in this game. And then Corey Seager is going to take this inside pitch into right field again. So each of these guys have 2 hits on the day. Now Bryce Harper is coming up to bat with 2 runners on. We could really use a good clutch hit here from the former NL MVP. But he is 0 for 2 right now with 2 ground outs. We are only down 1 run in the 5th, so we have plenty of time to make our comeback. But a 0-0 count, the first pitch of the at-bat, with 2 outs, and Bryce Harper is simply going to hit this one back to second base. He's going to fire onto first, and we will be out of the inning with nothing to show for it. But hopefully Gausman keeps this close and our bats will come alive later in the game. We don't need much. We just need to chip away. We need about 2 more. So here we go. Top 6, 1 out, 0-2 count. We're going to get McCutchen on that high 4-seam fastball. Must have looked like a beach ball coming in there. Justin Bohr up next. 0-2 again, and he's going to look at strike 3, an up and in fastball. That even caught more of the plate than I wanted it to, but that's 6 strikeouts for Kevin Gausman on the day. He really needs to go in there, say something to his guys, and get some offense. So runner on first here, Todd Frazier up at the dish, and he's going to hit this one to right field. A lot of our hits going to right field, and that's going to move the runner up to third. So we have first and third here, no outs. A deep fly ball will get a run in. Maikel Franco up, and he's just going to get under this pitch. Gets it into left field. We are running towards home with Hosmer, and he's going to slide in safe, and that's going to be the tying run. Maikel Franco with a sacrifice fly scores the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 count here. That ball's down the line. That's going to be fair for Salvador Perez. It's going to get to the corner, and he is rounding first, looking towards second. Todd Frazier rounds third. He is coming home. The throw will go to third, and we will score. Salvador Perez stops at second with an RBI double, and your Diamondbacks take a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Daniel Nava up next. 2 outs, 2-2 count. Salvador Perez still in scoring position. Up 1 run, the pitch from Walker. This is going back up the middle, not hit too hard, but a seeing eye single there. Salvador Perez with that 28 speed. McCutchen doesn't have much of an arm in center field, and we're going to score. Perez knew the situation. He knows McCutchen doesn't have too great of an arm, so he is able to score there. A lot of other center fielders throw us out there. So here we go. Gausman, top 7. Joey Gallo striking out again. Number 7 on the day for Gausman. Top 8. Jay Bruce finds himself in an 0-2 count. He's going to swing and miss at a fastball that we bury in the low outside half of the plate. And Kevin Gausman's looking good, looking to pick up his 2nd victory of the year. Nori Aoki on first here. He decides to take off. I don't know if Sweeney didn't get the sign for the hit and run, but Aoki is toast, and it wasn't even close. Salvador Perez caught stealing, and that'll be the last batter of the game for Kevin Gausman. He's going to exit after 8 with a 4-2 lead, and Zach Britton's going to come here in the 9th to try to save it for us. In 5 appearances, he has 5 saves, a 1.93 ERA, and 6 strikeouts on the year. So we have a 1-2 count here. Sweeney up again, and he's going to take a seat with that low slider. He is just looking at it. Out number 1 here for the Diamondbacks, top of the 9th. Andrew McCutchen up next. He finds himself 0-2, and he checks his swing, but it doesn't matter because that was strike 3, just in the upper half of the strike zone. Zach Britton, 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Last batter of the game, Justin Bohr, he is going to swing and miss over that slider for strike number 1. The slider, the sinker, both fastballs work really well for Britton here as we put that 2-seamer right over the plate, challenge him with 96. 0-2, 2 outs, the pitch, strike 3, 95. He couldn't touch it if he tried, and that's going to be the ball game, folks. Kevin Gausman walks away with his 2nd victory of the year. ERA goes down a little bit after 8 innings of 2-run baseball. We didn't have too much offense, but we had just enough to get the job done. Very happy with the way this game turned out. Like I said, guys, playing in these old ballparks, Forbes Field, this is the first game I played there. It was really cool to play in the stadium. I obviously wasn't born while the stadium was still around, but I have been to the part of it that's still left in Pittsburgh. Really cool to see. You kind of just get a sense of the history there. But if you play in these ballparks, be careful because I could not see any pitches. We only score 4 runs with this team, and to be quite honest, we were lucky to score that many because it was very, very tough. So Kevin Gausman's going to move to 2-1 on the year, 8 innings, 5 hits, surrenders 2, and strikes out 8. So he is going to be your tops player of the game, getting his picture there right on that trading card. Losing pitcher Taijuan Walker moves to 1-2. Zach Britton picks up 6 save and 6 chances. Couple offensive notes, not too many of them. Perez 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Cespedes had an RBI, and Daniel Nava with the RBI. So that's going to do it, guys. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you next time.